What's up, YouTubers? It's me, Johnny. I think it's Sunday night here. I'm in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Drinking some fine German beer. You can get pints of beer here for $1.55 to $1.65, and really big cans for $4. I'm not really sure how much beer is in there. Maybe 3 or 4 beers in a big can. Anyhow, there's some weird thing going on where beer from Germany is some of the cheapest beer you can get here outside of buying the local beer. The only thing cheaper I saw was beer like Tsingtao from China, but beer from Thailand, United States, and some other places, it's going to cost you more money. Anyways, here's a little view over there. Tomorrow I'm going to be looking at apartments. I'm not satisfied where I'm at now, so I want to get an apartment. You can get apartments here. These are just some observations I made. You can get apartments here for $50 to 200 to like 200 to like 1,000 for something really big. Anyways, a few observations. Junk food like peanuts, Snickers bars, potato chips seem to be a little cheaper in Thailand than here. But other things like rent, I'm not sure about street food, but street foods here seems a little less expensive. These are just observations. I haven't been here that long. The last couple days have been really, really hot, so the winter is now over, at least from what I could tell. From the people I know in Thailand, it's really heating up just like here. You can get a 1-year visa for $500 to $600. Right now I'm in the process of getting a multi-entry visa for $500 or $600. If and when that happens, I'll let you know how it went. It's fairly straightforward and easy. It's about half the cost of a retiree visa in Thailand. Thailand is about $1,000 to $2,000. It can be a little more if your documents are not in order. So if your documents are in order, it could be $800 or $900. If your documents are not in order, it could be a little more. But like if you have a dream and desire to live there and you have plenty of cash, the visa people can make that dream come true. Or at least I think they can. Condos here about 50, 60 grand. It's the same as in Thailand. Now, of course, they're more or less. I was talking to a foreigner when I came from Thailand to here. He owns some condos in the no-fly zone. He was going to sell one of his to me for 50, 60 grand. I told him I wasn't interested. He's checking out his options because he thinks things in Thailand are not good. I don't think that's the case, but I don't know. He's worried about a dictatorship there, and I don't think that's anything to worry about. But anyways, I got to talking to him, and he lived in Cambodia for like many, many years, when in his opinion it was much cheaper, and he thought Thailand was cheaper now. In general, I think they're both pretty cheap. I think when you average things out, Thailand, Cambodia, and the Philippines are very similar. It's just some things going to cost you more, some less. And it depends on what kind of lifestyle you want to have. I personally think there's a pool down there. It really is not that good. Anyways, I think you can live a simple lifestyle in any of these countries very, very cheap. This guy I was talking to, he's now traveling around Cambodia and Vietnam. He's looking to buy some condos, and maybe move. He said he's all in at $1,000 a month. Now he doesn't have any rent because he owns his he has a couple condos there, and he owns the one he lives in, and so he's very satisfied with that. And he just told me he's satisfied with his life of spending $1,000 a month. So he seemed genuine to me. He was an American from Spain, so he had a little bit of an accent, and he's been out of the U.S. I think for 15 or 20 years, and he's an interesting character to talk to. He's even telling me about the $10,000 and $20,000 condos you can buy in Thailand, which I was already aware of. Like if you want to live in the no-fly zone, you can get stuff there really cheap. But that's true of the whole country. Another friend of mine had a condo for sale for about $46,000 I think in Cha'am or in Hua Hin. I'm not sure if his condo was in Hua Hin or in that other little beach town. Another observation is it's cheap to fly anywhere. Like I can fly from not Siem Reap, but from the capital Phnom Penh to Thailand for 50 to 100 bucks, to Vietnam for 50, 100 bucks. When I'm saying all these things, you can do it by bus too, even cheaper. I'm just pointing out, if you have 50 or 100 bucks, you can fly almost anywhere in Asia. Someone even told me the same with the Philippines, but I haven't checked out the prices. Once I get my visa, if I do get it, I'm going to be buzzing back to Thailand, and probably, I never thought I'd go to Vietnam, but from what this dude was telling me, I might check some things out in Vietnam. And I know a few Americans are right now in Vietnam, so I might go back. I'll go to Thailand and then to Vietnam. This is kind of an exploratory trip to see what's going on. I haven't been in Asia a long time. I haven't been in the Philippines for 20 years, so it's all new to me. Some of the memories I had of the Philippines, a lot of the food here, not all, but some of it reminds me of the Philippines. Another thing that's cool here that's like the Philippines is a lot of immigrants from all over the world. This is a lot of people from all over the world here. Again, I want to stress this is just, I've been here about a week. I got the rose-colored glasses on, so I'm not aware of any issues. Like any country has issues. Like the American guy was telling me, there's trouble both in Thailand and in Cambodia from all the Chinese stuff going on. So there's that. But that's true of most countries, even Mexico. The Chinese are making moves in Mexico too. That's a little bit alarming for some people. But anyways, things are very affordable here. From everything I saw in Thailand, things are very affordable there. Just an example, like if you get an ice cream, it's about $1 here. It used to be like the same in Guatemala, Mexico. It's $1 or $1.20. Just, you can get beers here for like 50 happy hours, 50 cents to 75 cents. Usually it's $1 or $2 for a bottle of beer. You can get dishes of food here for $3 to $5 at the Western type places. $5 to $10 if you want something really nice. I presume there's $20 to $30 plates for like seafood and stuff. I'm not interested in seafood, so I don't really look for it when I'm looking on the menu. Your cocktails are about $2.50. In Thailand, you could get beer from the UK for like $10 a bottle. Here, it's much, much cheaper. I'm not sure why that is. And I'm not sure why German beer here is so cheap. German beer here is cheaper than the beer from the UK. Not sure what's going on there, but anyways, there's some prices for you. A Snickers bar here is $1.20. In Thailand, it's $1. So some things are like a little, like 20% more here, and some are like 20 or 30% less. In fact, there's quite a few things here I noticed that are about 30% less than Thailand. So I won't really say which is cheaper. It just depends on your lifestyle, what you're looking to do, where you're looking to live. So far in Siem Reap, this is a really beautiful city. I see why people like it. I thought it was going to be a little bit smaller, but I see it after exploring for a few days. It's much bigger than I thought, and I'm really excited about that. It's very, very big. You can get really comfortable accommodations for two to 300. I've seen, I'm not sure if I'll make a video, if I'll be able to, but the $50 to $100 places, there's a lot of videos online with them. Even the $50 places have air conditioning and can be quite spacious compared to Guatemala. But for 150 to 200, it's pretty nice. The electricity for these places is pretty cheap too, from what I understand. If you're not going out every night, you can get your basic expenses to $500 or $600, just like Central America. If you want a more comfortable life, it'll be $1,000. If you're paying $1,500 to $2,000, like if you're on a Social Security budget, you should be okay. But just depends on your lifestyle. One observation I made in Thailand: every time you change money, you got to show ID. In Japan and here, I've changed money at money changes. You don't have to show ID. You don't have to show a passport. You just do it. I changed some money at the ATM, or I used my ATM card. The cheapest fee I saw online is $4, and I tested it out. It was $4, but there's a lot of machines here that'll charge you $5 to $10 to change money. So changing money can be expensive. But then again, these machines will give you $500 to $1,000 in one transaction. Tonight, I think the machine I went to will give you up to $800 in one transaction. So for $4, that's not bad. I use Charles Schwab, so I get my fees refunded back to me. And you're getting dollars out. You can get dollars out or local currency. For most of the larger transactions, people expect, excuse me, they expect dollars. For smaller transactions, they expect the local currency. But apparently there's so many dollars being used here. There's a news article that the Vietnamese are laundering money here, and I don't know, in the space of a short period of time withdrew $30 million. So that got the Cambodian authorities a little upset. Maybe the Americans are upset about it. I don't know. I don't really care, but it's a clue that there's probably going to be devaluation in Vietnam. The money changers are apparently buying up as many dollars as they can in Cambodia, taking them back to Vietnam. Anyways, that's kind of like, it's kind of exciting to be back in Asia, seeing different things, learning different things, talking to different expats, seeing what the visa options are, seeing what the cost of living is. It's been a learning curve. It kind of, that's why I tell people, when you come to Asia or anywhere, Latin America, at least for your first month, double what you think you're going to spend, because it's a steep learning curve, and you want to be as comfortable as you're going to be. Like, I'm probably going to get an apartment for $250, maybe $150 to $250. If I stay here long term, I'll go down to lower, but usually try to spend as much money as you can to be as comfortable as you can, and then kind of go down if you want to do that. That way you have the option of doing that too. But I have if my visa goes through, I'll have a multiple entry visa. I can come and go for a year, and I don't have to apply for new visas, so that's pretty good. Also too, with a 6-month or 1 year multiple entry visa, you can open bank accounts. I've been trying to get information on brokerage accounts. Tomorrow, the next day, I'm going to make more inquiries about that. I think there's 11 shares on the stock exchange here, but I want to see if you get a local brokerage account, if you can access like Thailand and Malaysia or any other countries, because most of the big banks here, like one is from Malaysia, one ABA's is the parent company is in Canada. There's a company, a big bank here that the parent company is in France. And then there's, I'm forgetting some. Oh yeah, the other big bank here that's popular with people, expats, is the parent company's in Japan. So I'm going to make inquiries to see if you can bank in these places and have brokerage access to either the home country or some of these local exchanges as a foreigner. Oftentimes you can, but sometimes you can't. When I used to have my account in Hong Kong, I could get Australia and most of the Asian countries, but I couldn't get access to Canada or the US because of my citizenship. They won't let you buy anything that's related or could be related to US markets or anything. I think because of the tax laws, I'm not sure. But anyways, if and when I gain more information, I'll let any viewers know. It's very, very interesting. I've already seen quite a few, not quite, one of the famous YouTubers here. If I knew his name, I'd tell you. I forget his channel. But he came here in less than 2 weeks. He was employed for people who were looking to work. Another person I know, in less than 2 weeks, he was employed in Thailand. He got a work visa, everything in Thailand. So like, if you're looking to get out of the matrix in the US and you're looking to teach English, you can pretty much land a job in two weeks or less here from the people I've come across. And at least in Cambodia, there's more work than just teaching English. In Thailand, it's mostly teaching English if you want to work there. But here, it's a little different. There's other opportunities you can do here. Anyways, I don't have much else to comment on. Oh yeah, the internet here is really, really fast. Like I said, I don't care for this hotel, but the internet here is 50 megabits or whatever they say. In Guatemala, it's 5 to 10. Here it's really, really fast. Up and down is really fast. I think down was 30, up is 50. I didn't even check my other hotel, which is really nice, but it was really fast too. So you can get really fast internet if you need it for some reason. For what I do, I don't really need it. But if you're like downloading videos or whatnot, you can do it pretty fast. There's other things I forgot to mention that'll come to me. I'll maybe make another video. I wanted to make a video in one of the bars, but it's too loud. It's just too loud. And I'm hoping if I get an apartment, I can make a video there, but or somewhere quiet. I'm just kind of discovering the place. I'm looking for kind of a really quiet place to make a video and talk about a few more things. But if you need a base in Asia, I would suggest Thailand, Cambodia, and probably the Philippines. You can own real estate here, but it's very complicated. I don't want to get into it because I don't understand it 100%. And since I don't understand 100%, I'm reluctant to say this, but it seems like your property rights would be a little bit more in the Philippines and Thailand than here. But I have watched a lot of videos that suggest that I'm wrong. I'm just not sure. They have like 3 titles: a hard title, a soft title, and I forget the third title you can have. But basically, it's titled in other people's names with you as a beneficiary, which you can do that in Thailand too, but at least there they have 20, 30 years of history from when I was a kid where it's always worked out for foreigners if they followed the rules and did everything right. It's basically like owning real estate in Mexico on the coast. As a foreigner, you have to put it into a trust. They basically have stuff like that here. Again, I don't want to talk about it because I don't really understand it. There's a lawyer and an accountant that I'm talking to right now. When I talk to her again, I'm going to ask her more about it, see what her opinion is. She's Cambodian, but she's grew up in the States, so I want to see what she has to say about it. Anyways, if I get anything interesting, I'll let the viewers know. But this is a place where you can fly in. You get a 1-year visa if you want. Philippines is similar, except for you pay as you go as a tourist visa. Or if you were 50 or over, you can put 10,000 in an account and go and get it that way. But it's nice. It's pretty cheap, $500 to $600, and you're in. And then you can just renew it every year. So it's pretty cool. But like I said, it's early days. I don't know much, and I'm going to be heading back when I get my visa things worked out and some banking details worked out. Some other details I don't really want to comment on here. I'm going to head back to Thailand and probably Vietnam. Again, I never thought I'd be going to Cambodia or Vietnam or Thailand, but there's some opportunities coming up that I need to check out before I head back to Central America. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks.